Well, I was 17 years old. I'd be drafted if I was 18. So I figured I could get in the Navy, and that would be a little better place. I enlisted in Norfolk, Nebraska. We was in a good company of 100 and some men. And of course, you had inspections on Saturday. It was wintertime. It was in the wintertime, and it was cold. We're right along the lakes there. Whenever the wind was blowing off the lakes, it was really cold. From there, we went to Pearl Harbor. Of course, the war was still going on then yet. It was in spring. We made one trip a week to island of Maui, where they was doing a lot of training for the invasion of Japan. That's what we was getting ready for. Government had a big conversation about whether they was going to invade Japan or if they was going to drop the atomic bombs, because they knew that Japan was going to fight to the last man about, and there would be a lot of casualties. And so they dropped atomic bombs, which I think was a good thing, because it saved a lot of American boys' lives, I'm sure. See, LST goes right, the bow goes right up on the beach, and you got bow doors that open up and a ramp, and so they can, we hauled tanks and trucks, and we hauled troops. The natives cleared away about 100 feet wide. They moved the bombs. They was great swimmers, those natives. Two of them could grab a hold of the bombs, and they take them about 50 feet on each side, so that gave us about 25 feet of leeway to get on the beach. I was also a projector operator on the movies. We had movies on the ship and everything. Well, just like you'd have in the theater here. In Pearl Harbor, we could get, if we were sitting there 2-3 days, we could get a movie. But then when we went down into South Pacific, down there, they loaded up 30 different movies. The flour they used was wormy and looked like raisins. The officers had, must have had better flour or something, because if you was on watch from midnight until 4, well, the cooks was baking bread, probably not every day, but they'd drop a loaf of fresh bread down to you in the engine room, and that didn't have worms in it. Then missionaries gave us dinner. I don't remember the meal really, but I do remember the drinks. It was homebrew beer. I got off of the ship in Leyte, Samar in the Philippines, to come back home to get discharged. Being nothing ever happened bad, I guess I would, you know. Probably some of these young kids probably wouldn't hurt if they did go in the Navy or our service. I was in contact with about 8, 9, maybe 10 of them, but I'm only in contact with one other one besides myself. The rest of all passed away. I'm 91. I'll be 92 shortly.